Sunday Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Bucs and the Saints, next on Madden Football.
The ball on the tee will set for football, and we are underway from the Superdome. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously he was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. The numbers for White a week ago, 15 carries, 63 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Yeah, boy, Mike Evans, he's in some discomfort. So we're going to stop play here as they pay attention to him. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First down, here's White. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Bucs are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Mayfield. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. And you look at this Saints defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They go with White on the counter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield to throw it. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And this is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mayfield with it once more. Keeps himself, and he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Powering his way forward. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Offside, defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And some room to run now. And out across midfield down to the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Ford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch.
This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Olave holds it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Defense.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment. Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Kamara up the middle. Oh, look at the juke. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Ford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Touchdown, Saints. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Going right side is right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Throwing to start the drive. Ford.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Approach defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error.
Still
Stay
2nd
alert,
down.
don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Off play action. Ford.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Down the left sideline.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Off the play fake. Ford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Ford.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mayfield on play action, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the connection to Cooper. And outbounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
In motion left, Godwin.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
And again, it's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They'll set up to throw.
That's taken in by Palmer.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Now with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him. He tries to become their leader.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we close out the...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A quick one here, hauled in by Kamara. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give. This is Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Ford. There's a short one complete to Harris. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Looking to throw. Ford.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Still first down.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Again with 18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
They run straight ahead here with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play. I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
4th down, Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chris Godwin
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The return man, Wilson.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Operating from the gun, Ford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Ford. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Fighting down past across the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Olave over the middle. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Ford got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson.
And he's going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Back to throw now on first down.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Chris Olave.
31 yards.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking. To the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mayfield now. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Now a 2nd and 10.
White, he'll try the left side, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Ford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Ford. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Ford. This one taken in by Alano. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Kamara. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ford. And a completion to Wilson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Cooper.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll take this down to the 33.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Now 2nd and 4.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They went with a run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 1st and goal. White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here now, 2nd and goal. Once again, it's White. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Tampa Bay, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they also will exit this one at 2-2.